Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Speed Demon Racing Network. My name is Ryan Wayne, and I will be the commentator here for tonight's events. It is Grassroots Short Track Racing Night, and we've got three interesting races here tonight for the Rebel Valley Sim Club. Race number one, we've got Street Stocks with Oxford Plains, and then race number two, we're going to transition over to Super Late Models and run at Martinsville under the lights. And then race number three, which will be our final race of the night, is going to be Legends at the Legends Oval. A little bit of a late start here. I had to run an errand, so a little bit of a late start here for this late stream. We're hopping straight in here into qualifying, as we got about a minute remaining here in qualifying. If you take a look at Trace McDowell, currently on pole right now at 16.158. Right on track right now. This is one of the MC Motorsports entries, the number 80 of Cameron Face. When driver we see run well on these short tracks, but back there in P16, that number 80 machine. Have Ryder Byram here in the number 3. Saw him win 2 weeks ago on Gen 4 night at Las Vegas. Started on pole and was able to get the lead with 10 to go. Get a win in Rebel Valley Sim Club. 21st on lap number 1 here for Ryder Byram. He will have enough time here to complete his second lap. So we'll see where this number 3 goes on the speed charts. And he only goes to a 16.88, so that'll put him back in P20. And Bradley Schmela in the 4, probably not going to have enough time for a lap, so he will be at the back of this field. That's going to be the end of qualifying here from Oxford Plains. Trace McDowell is going to be our pole sitter. Long time since we've seen Trace McDowell here in Rebel Valley Sim Club. He is the son of current NASCAR Cup Series driver Michael McDowell. Nice to see the Trace McDowell here in this race. You see him right there in that number 88 Hellman's machine. He'll be starting on pole here for race number 1. At the field grids here, right at the start-finish line. Again, this is 2 pace laps mandated by iRacing on all short tracks. Ignore the car logo because that's not going to display there. But let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid here for tonight's race. Trace McDowell and Luke Gallagher are going to be on the front row here tonight. Row number 2, you got Austin Mitchell and Frank DeAngelis. Row number 3, Derek Shaver and Cody Naylor. Row number 4, you've got Nathan McLaughlin and Aaron May. Marty Schmela and Basin Klasinski will round out our top 10. You got Tyler Oxy and Mitchell Sullivan will be in row number 6. Row 7, you have Hunter Cox and Adam Forster. Josh Kenyon and Cameron Face will be in row number 8. With Lieben Van Leer and Mike Natishin, 17th and 18th. Wyatt Blair will be 19th. Bradley Schmela will be 20th. You got Ryder Byram and Grant Folsom. Patrick Connell is going to be 23rd. Trevor Sloan is not in the session. And then Sean Tomaszewski. I apologize for the mispronunciation on your name. Take a look at the rest of the field here for race number 1 here at Oxford Plains. The Trace McDowell is going to be starting on pole here. Again, all races tonight are going to be 50 laps. Short track racing night here on the channel. Take a look at this field here. I mean, the top 3 drivers have not won here in Rebel Valley Sim Club in this calendar year. The lone drivers in the top 5 that have won. Right there, the 30, that's Derek Shaver, and the number 19 of Frank DeAngelis. The drivers that have won in Rebel Valley Sim Club so far this calendar year. Currently in the top 5. The 22 drivers currently on track. Race number 1. Hardly any walls around this Oxford Plains Speedway. Definitely expect a lot of carnage here. Surprised to see a driver just ramp over one of those sand piles where the lights are fixtured right there, all the way around the infield of this racetrack. Going to be pedal to the metal for sure for 50 laps around Oxford Plains. We're 2 drivers in the front row going for their first win this season here at River Valley Sim Club. It's Trace McDowell and Luke Gallagher that'll be leading us down to the green flag. Pace car makes the hard left turn onto pit road, and we're underway here at Oxford Plains. A poor start for the 0-0 there of Luke Gallagher. And contact, Derek Shaver. That was contact. Nathan McLaughlin. That's Marty Schmela around as well. No caution as of yet. They're going to keep it green, and Trace McDowell leads lap number 1. A lot of carnage there on lap number 1. We saw Nathan McLaughlin, Derek Shaver, the big losers there on that start. McDowell's going to try to establish himself as contacted in the fence. That's Austin Mitchell, the 54. He was able to get it back together, but he's going to lose that second spot as he's going to stay right behind the 27 of Josh Kenyon. Cody Naylor has worked his way up to P4 there. Nice run there for the number 10 machine. Then you got Luke Gallagher. Mike Natishan has also gone around here in the 23. Got some more cars off track, including Patrick Connell. Again, no caution yet. They're staying green. 12 of Hunter Cox bringing that machine on to pit road. Trace McDowell up by 0.6 of a second over Frank DeAngelis. Gallagher there in 3rd place. Cody Naylor. Josh Kane has done a nice job working his way through the field. See him right there in the number 27 machine. He's up 10 spots from the start of this race. Retro paint scheme. 45 to go here in race number 1. Wyatt Blair trying to get to the inside of Aaron May. These are the 2 admins fighting side by side here for P9. They're also the 2 that fought at Euro NASCAR at Brands Hatch last week in a 1v1 duel. Trying to rekindle that matchup. Wyatt Blair gets in ahead of the number 10. So put Wyatt Blair at P9. Trace McDowell's now going to get caught behind the lap cars. That's Bradley Schmela in the 4. And you see the 88's going to give a punt right to Bradley Schmela. That's going to slightly collect number 19 of Frank DeAngelis. Yeah, not surprised. Oh, and the 18 goes around. And a hard hit into the wall. That was Sean Tomaszewski there in the 18. Off the racing line, so we're still staying green. There is action all over this racetrack right now. We're going to be 3 wide here for position. And Bradley Schmela has just been a pinball machine so far, this number 4. And the caution's out on the racetrack. Boy, Bradley Schmela in this 4 has just been an absolute pinball machine here in these last few laps. Kind of held up the race leader with Trace McDowell, got contact from him, and then more contact while running around with top 5 and top 10 of this field, and admins through the caution, but the 4 being parked parallel right in the middle of the racetrack. All right, let's take a look at what brought out the caution, because we saw the number 4 go around. Take a look. Go back here at Austin Mitchell at the chase cam. Bradley Schmela. That's Cody Naylor there in the 10. Gets into the 10. Slides across the track right into the path of the number 20. That's Adam Forster. Just escalated right at the start-finish line. We're under caution here for the first time tonight. Trace McDowell has led all 14 laps so far here in this number 88 machine. See what happens here with the pace cars. We get to lap 15 this time by. Lights are off on the pace cars, so we go green this time. McDowell out front. Frank DeAngelis is P2. Luke Gallagher is 3rd. We got Cody Naylor in 4th. Josh Kenyon rounds out our top 5. Now, Austin Mitchell, we saw, had that contact with the wall. See, he's missing a front fender on that machine. He is 6th. Cameron Face 7th. Wyatt Blair 8th. Aaron May 9th. And Riker Byram is 10th. None of the field came down pit road the last time by. And a big jump there for the 88 as we're back underway. We'll see if the Evans will take a look at that after the start. More contact there in the back of the pack. That's Mike the Tishan in the 15. And now contact. DeAngelis gets into Luke Gallagher. And Gallagher's around from P2. Gets it back straight. No caution. As McDowell up by 0.7 of a second. It is just pure carnage right now around the midfield of this racetrack. These drivers getting everything they can here in race number 1. Top 4 single file right now. Then you've got Cody Naylor. There's Marty Schmela in 8th. Aaron May running 7th. Riker Byram 8th. Austin Mitchell's dropped back to 9th. And right there's a battle for 10th. That's Mason Plazinski in the 24 and Wyatt Blair in the 88. So continues the battle here side by side for position. Now Derek Shaver, who we saw got involved in that lap 1 crash, trying to work his way back forward in the 30. He gets around the 24. Back up front here to Trace McDowell. Angelis kind of slowly closing the gap on him that last time by. 16.445 compared to a 16.489. Don't count out Josh Kenyon either in this 27. He's done a nice job working his way through this field. Up 18 cars on the lead lap here. Look through the field. How about Cameron Face, who is up 12 spots from the start of this race in that number 80 machine. Wrinkle on that front fender, but he's up to P4. Get up now to Josh Kane. Let's ride on board with the driver of the 27. Very methodical with that steering input, just trying not to squeal those rear tires. Opposite of what we saw up in front of there with the 19 of Frank DeAngelis. Josh Kenyon right there in P3. Goes the field single file back to the 24 of Mason Kluzinski. Leaving Van Leer in the 25. There's Nate McLaughlin in the 5. Just this field single file right now, just trying to ease things out. McDowell starting to pick up the pace here in this 88 machine. (16.6) that last time by, and see the field is so close together right now, it's kind of hard to pick out a favorite. Talked to some of the drivers at the beginning of the broadcast, and they said that passing was going to be very difficult. Everyone running pretty much the same speed. Gotta hope for a little bit of a bump in the road, or I see some drivers just using their tires a little bit too much. Next time by, it's going to be 21 laps to go here for Trace McDowell. That every lap so far in this 88 machine. Still a long way to go. Especially 21 laps here at a short track. Anything can happen. DeAngelis starting to lose a little bit of that gap now. It's going to about be down to 1.3 seconds. He's now under fire from the 27 of Josh Kenyon. Nice run off the corner there for the 27 of Josh Kenyon. He's going to peek his nose to the inside. This number 19 of Frank DeAngelis. Frank trying to keep that outside line rolling. He can keep that momentum on that outside. With those two battling, that's going to open the door for the MC Motorsports machines. That's Cameron Face in the 80 and Marty Schmela in the 8. Maybe we're going to try to get to the peak here of Cameron Face. See if Kenyon will make this pass. Yes, he will. Move Josh Kenyon up into P2. You have to wonder, has the 19 lost the tire grip on that number 19 machine? You see, he might lose another spot here to the number 8 of Marty Schmela. Schmela's a guy that runs real-life short track racing over in his home state of Wisconsin. Got his own team over there with Cole Trudeau and MC Motorsports. Not a stranger to this type of racing. So he's going to work his way up to P3. As leaders are catching lap traffic, got another cluster of a battle right here. We have 3 cars fighting for P6. That is Cody Naylor in the 10, Aaron May, the other number 10, and then the number 3 of Riker Byron. And around goes the 10 of Cody Naylor. He is going to get it off the racetrack, so we're going to stay green here with 14 to go. Patrick Connell, the 44, is going to go around. And just like we talked about at the start of the broadcast, you better watch out for those sand piles. And he just drove right over one of those and is going to land right on his side, way off the racing surface. That's going to be the end of the night for Patrick Connell. Next time by, it's going to be 10 laps to go here for the number 88 of Trace McDowell. They're catching up to the number 5. That is Mike Natishan, who they're going to catch up on the next car ahead. Another car off track there. I'm trying to see who that is. I think that's Hunter Cox. Not 100% sure. The car off track. Luke Gallagher has also crashed in the 00. Look here at for P2. Marty Schmela now to the inside of Josh Kenyon. And Schmela trying to get clear. And he's going to move up to P2 here with 8 to go. Up by 2.3 seconds. Boy, Bradley Schmela, you've got to be clenching your teeth right now, trying to best you can to avoid this lead lap traffic. And look at this Congo car something right behind. You've got DeAngelis, you have Face, you have May, Byram, and Luke Gallagher spun just a couple laps ago. We saw a slide right there out of the number 80 of Cameron Face. Guys continue to battle here with 6 to go. Face now side by side with Frank DeAngelis. They're going to trade paint going into 1. Schmela closed in about a 10th that last time by, but he's going to have some help if he wants a chance to win this thing. But a great battle here for P4. Face, DeAngelis, May. Luke Gallagher is a lap-down car, so he's not in this picture, but what a great battle here for position. And now Aaron May to the inside of Frank DeAngelis. Guys fight for the last spot here in the top 5. Good side-by-side racing. Just what you want to see. And Aaron May works his way up to P5. Oh, we've got a car off the racetrack. Well, not off the racetrack, that was kind of spinning around. That was the 88 of Wyatt Blair. And Luke Gallagher goes around the 00. Also off the racetrack as well, but next time by, it's going to be 2 to go for Trace McDowell. Look at the gap. It's down to 1.5 seconds over Marty Schmela. Trying to bide his time, but Natishan sideways there in the 5. He's going to go around right in front of Trace McDowell. Marty Schmela had to take evasive action, and 1 to go here at Oxford Plains. That was a blessing in disguise right there for Trace McDowell as the 5 lost it around the corner. A dominating performance from Trace McDowell in the 88. He's going to lead all 50 laps and he wins here at Oxford Plains. Congratulations to Trace McDowell as he comes away with the victory. Marty Schmela comes home P2, Josh Kenyon P3, Aaron May gets around Cameron Face for 4th place, and then Riker Byron comes up 6th. DeAngelis drops to 7th, Derek Shaver 8th, Stephen Van Leer 9th, and then Austin Mitchell will round out our top 10. I must say, all things considered, that was a very solid race. Very impressive race number 1 here on the channel. And Trace McDowell gets his first win of the season here in Rebel Valley Sim Club. We'll get to talk with our race winner in just a few moments here. We'll see if he's on the Discord channel. That is the number 88 of Trace McDowell. We'll go ahead and head over to interviews now. See if we can get a word here with the number 88 of Trace McDowell. All right, Trace McDowell, this is Ryan Wayne in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Trace, dominating performance to you. You led wire to wire, leading all 50 laps. We did see the number 8 of Marty Schmela kind of closing the gap just a little bit there on the final couple of laps. And then you caught a little bit of a break with the number 5 of Mike Natishan spinning around, and you were able to avoid him and was able to kind of distance yourself out a little bit there to get your first win of the season here at Rebel Valley Sim Club. Talked about how your car failed and how the race was overall.
Car was feeling good. I was just waiting till I knew I could start pushing because there's almost no banking at Oxford Plains, so I was trying to keep the rear tires beneath me. And as the race went, it was really good racing, except for the 2 lap cars that wouldn't move out of the way.
Yeah, we saw the contact before the first caution came out with you and the number 4 of Bradley Schmela. Was kind of blocking that racing line a little bit. But overall, fantastic race from you, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to be Trace McDowell, our race winner here. And we also have one more person in the interview room we'll get to talk to here, and that's Aaron May, the number 10. Aaron May, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Great run for you tonight in P4 here for our race number 1 here at Oxford Plains. Looked like you were one of the drivers that were able to work your way toward the front during that long green flag run we had. Talk about your race and how the car felt overall during the 50-lap feature.
The car felt really good to me. I knew it's been a while since I've run these cars, so I was trying to learn the car again, how to get around this track. And believe it or not, this is actually the the first time I ran street stocks at Oxford, so it was kind of a learning curve. But I knew I just took my time, tried to save tire and stuff, and I was actually getting really fast on the long run there. I had nothing for the race leaders by any means, but I felt really good on the long run, and I was starting to pass cars, and I even passed a car on the outside on the final lap to get 4th place, so I'm really happy with that. But overall, I'm really happy with the run.
Yeah, great result out of you coming home P4. It looked like you were one of the cars that were working your way toward the front during that long green flag run. Definitely looked like the 7, the 88, the 8. You and Josh Kenyon felt like the 4 fastest cars here tonight, and for the respective front 4 finishers. So, congratulations on your 4th place finish, and best of luck here for our next 2 races.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Aaron May in the number 10, and we'll go ahead and transition over to race number 2, and that is going to be with the super late models at Martinsville. This will be a night race and also 50 laps. So we'll continue grassroots short track racing. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be right back. here in the race. Looks like my timing and scoring is messing up just a little bit here, so I'm gonna have to refresh it. Second while we refresh this. Okay, looks like we're getting back underway here. A little bit of a glitch there with SDK Gaming, my streaming software, with timing and scoring. Looks like we're back in order here for now. But this is super late models here at Martinsville. A combo here for these drivers to navigate. Kyle Crane right now the fastest here in this practice session is 33. Kyle's a driver that has a lot of short track experience as well, back in his hometown. I think this is his real life paint scheme, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to talk with him about that, but we'll see drivers with some real life racing experience. See right here, that 33 out of Cape Coral, Florida. Eric Shaver now goes to the top of the charts here in this number 30. Getting a lot of speed out of this number 30 machine as of late. Very impressed with this 30 in terms of his overall speed. I think scoring is being really weird right now. It's big things here, but Derek Shaver right now at the top of the charts. And a big collision right there with Wyatt Blair, and it was Nathan McLaughlin there in the number 9 machine. Chasing with the 01, we didn't see him running race number 1. Doug Newbigging here in the number 7 machine. 3 right now here in this practice session. Overall, we've got 19 drivers loaded into this session. As we continue to pace around this Martinsville Speedway. Jordan Jung in a 2. That retro Miller High Life Ford Mustang. Austin Mitchell running another different number here in the 23 as he just destroys the barrels at the entrance of pit road. Now Nathan McLaughlin to the top at a 19.037. Nathan got his, as soon as I say that, Frank DeAngelis goes to the top of the charts at a 19.02. He and those two bidding are running very similar paint schemes. Interesting to tell them apart, but watch here the number 9 of Nathan McLaughlin. Let's right on board here with this number 9 Dodge SRT Hellcat. Currently P2 here in this practice session as we got about a minute remaining before we move into qualifying. There's Trace McDowell in the, he's actually the number 5 there. Wyatt Blair in the 80, yeah, okay, so I made a mistake there. That's actually Trace McDowell in the 5. Wyatt Blair's in the 88. The Newbiggin goes up to P2 there in that number 7 machine. Couple more cars here rolling on track. That's Trent Jones that I'm seeing right here in this number 19, or this number 91, excuse me. Also have Brian Post. Welcome back, Brian Post, in the number 64. Josh Kenyon in the 27 as well. We saw him finish P3 last race at Oxford Plains. It's about to be the end of practice. Frank DeAngelis is going to put that number 69 on the fastest of the speed charts here in practice. I don't know what that sponsor is. Mountain Monsters. On this number 69 machine, but he's going to be the fastest here in practice as we'll head into qualifying. Great scenic view around this Martinsville Speedway. Look at that grandfather clock. We won't be racing for a grandfather clock here tonight, but time is definitely going to be ticking with this only being a 50-lap race. It's going to be all you can get here for race number 2. Watch Austin Mitchell in this number 23 machine. Nice tribute to Kyle Busch. You see the Rowdy Forever sticker. Floor panel, that number 23 machine. .954. Great lap there for Austin Mitchell there on his first lap. See if that will hold up as the time for the pole. As I say that, Jordan Jung goes to the top of the charts. And that number 2 machine. Ford won a race this year at Pocono. The next-gen cars led all 10 laps in that one. He's trying to get career win number 2 here in Rebel Valley. He is P1 here on the speed charts. There's Frank DeAngelis, the fastest from practice. We'll see what he does on this lap. He's going to stay... Actually, he's going to go to P3 in that 69 machine. Now, Trace McDowell, the winner from last race at Oxford Plains, goes to P2. Cameron Face at the top of the charts in the number 80. 18.897. Let's see if we got any more drivers on track. This is Brian Post in the 64, the Gear Wrench Ford. We also have Douglas Newbigging in this number 7 machine. Watch Newbigging. He was fast in practice. He's going to be P8 here on his first lap. Brown's turn number 3 this time by. We'll see what he can do here on lap number 2. And he goes to the top. 18.839 for Douglas Newbigging. Put that number 7 on the pole here at Martinsville. How about that lap right there from Doug Newbigging? He's going to be on pole. Desmond Burnell on track as well. He's already posted his 2 laps there, that number 28 machine. Starting 16th. You have Lieben Van Leer in this number 60. It's a nice paint scheme he has there. Trying to get laps here on the racetrack. The drivers that have posted a time here so far. We have Aaron May has not posted a time. Brian Post will likely be starting the race. Not get a eligible lap in. The only other car right now qualifying here, this is Dylan Zampa, this number 92 machine. First time we've seen him here in Rebel Valley Sim Club. Very late entry here from this number 92. Not run in practice at all, so we'll see what he has here. Enough time for one more lap. .18th on lap number 1. See what he can do here on lap 2. He's going to go to P13, so it'll be the inside of row 7 for Dylan Zampa. Evan Phelps has also joined the session. I don't think he's going to have enough time here to run a lap on the racetrack, so he'll be starting at the tail end of the field. Douglas Newbigging sitting on the, I believe that is turn number 3 going into turn 4. Parking that car on the racetrack. But he will be on pole here for race number 2. All right, that's going to be the end of qualifying here from Martinsville. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid here for race number 2. Wait for the field to grid on pit road. Oh, excuse me, not on pit road. My mistake there. Let's take a look at our starting lineup here for today's race. It's going to be Douglas Newbigging and Cameron Face here on the front row here for race number 2. Row 2, you have the number 2, Gordon Jung and Trace McDowell, the Oxford Plains winner. Austin Mitchell and Frank D'Angelis will be in row number 3. Row number 4, you've got Riker Byram in the number 20 machine, and then Nathan McLaughlin. Wyatt Blair and Derek Shaver round out our top 10. Take a look at the rest of this field. You got Chase Ingram and Nolan Crane. Dylan Zampa and Marty Schmela will be in row 7. Josh Kenyon, Lieben Van Leer will be row 8. You have Desmond Burnell, who's going to be in row number 9 there with Trent Jones, Patrick Connell, and Lee O'Hearn. Then, and Shannon Spears will be 21st. Aaron May, I believe, is going to be our admin here tonight. Evan Phelps, who's not in, and Brian Post will round out our field. Go ahead and give a race analysis of kind of what to expect here for race number 2 here at Martinsville. Again, this is just going to be a 50-lap race here on the, what they say, this is the paperclip here at Martinsville Speedway. Very classic racetrack. It's been in NASCAR since its inception back in the late 1940s. Great short track car as well with these super late models, high horsepower. Definitely expect tire wear to come into play. Get a long green flag run. Zero fast repairs, only one set of tires in the pits, one green-white checkered if necessary. Bill Johnson said it best. We got a great field here tonight. We got a great field also in race number 1. We had roughly 25 cars in the field, and excellent field here for race number 2. Good super late models. We had a relatively clean race number 1. We had one caution that derailed race 1, and that involved Bradley Schmela in the 4 after he had contact with another car and parked in parallel right in the middle of the racetrack. Did have a couple of isolated incidents, but they were all off track, which did not derail the leaders and their path. But Martinsville might be a completely different story here. Very narrow racetrack. It'd be a banger, is what the kids would say. Here for race number 2. "23 cars are in our field here for race number 2 here with the super late models at Martinsville. Douglas Newbigging and Cameron Face will lead us down to the green flag. Welcome to have you here on the Speed Demon Racing Network for race number 2, and it's underway here at Martinsville. A lot of wheel spin right there on that start. We got some cars that are making, oh, a huge wreck right behind. That's Kyle Crane, Marty Schmela, Lieben Van Leer in the 60, the 23 of Evan Phelps. More carnage behind. That's Trace McDowell in the 5, but it's Cameron Face out front of the 80. Kyle Crane around again, this number 33. Major carnage to start out this race. Saw a lot of wheel spin from these drivers, but Cameron Face was able to get out ahead. That jump in that number 80 machine. Single file with the front 6 cars. We're going to go back here to P7. This is Dylan Sampa, the 92. Wyatt Blair in the 88. We also have Chase Ingram in the 01, as he had contact there for the 91, Trent Jones. Jones gets to the inside here of Chase Ingram. Go side by side here for P9. We head up here to P4. This is Nathan McLaughlin and Austin Mitchell fighting side by side here for P4. Now we've seen Austin Mitchell here in Rebel Valley Sim Club for a while. Got back to P5 here. Field right now still trailing behind this number 80 of Cameron Face. We've got a car stopped right in the middle of the track, and Cameron Face drives right into him. Unbelievable. I think that was Shannon Spears, the 21. Unbelievable. The 80 of Cameron Face. I'm surprised the caution wasn't thrown for that. I am really shocked the caution wasn't thrown. Tough break for Cameron Face. Drove right into the lap car, and that's going to ruin his race. Wow. I am just speechless at what just happened right there. We'll have to go back and take a look at a replay, but after all that, Douglas Newbigging is going to go to the lead. Oh, we've got another crash. That's Trace McDowell and Marty Schmale. They're parked in the middle of the track. I got to throw a caution for that. They are stopped right there. It is. Never mind. Admins have thrown a caution. And more, that's Desmond Burnell, who just stopped right into the number, that's Trace McDowell there. He just got it too. So much just happened right there. We're going to have to go back and take a look at everything that just went down. That's going to be race ending damage there for Trace McDowell. Sparks flying out of that number 5 machine. All right, let's go back and see what happened here with Cameron Face in the number 80. He was our race leader at the time. Go back to Chase Cam. Oh, wow, that is just unfortunate right there for Cameron Face. I would be livid if I'm that number 80 car. And no quick fixes or fast repairs to these drivers. That is an extremely tough break there for Cameron Face. We'll have to go back here with Marty Schmale and Trace McDowell. Go ahead and advance this a little bit further. Let's see what happened here between the 5 and the 8. That is quite interesting right there. Quite a long time for the throw the caution, but the 28 pile in there right at the last minute. We got a couple cars coming onto pit road here. And Derek Shaver in the number 30 who just came down. There he is right there, the number 30. He is the first car currently in the running order of that pitted. See what this number 30 can do. 57 seconds on his pit stop. Pretty sure most of these guys just came in to repair some damage. So, after all the chaos that happened there in the first 9 laps of this race, let's see if we can reset here. We've got Douglas Newbigging out front. Jordan Jung is P2. And then you've got Frank DeAngelis in P4, Nathan McLaughlin P3, Austin Mitchell rounds out our top 5. We're going to go back underway here with Douglas Newbigging and Jordan Jung. We're back underway. Even start here with these front 2 cars. We'll see if Jordan Jung can get onto that right rear quarter panel of this number 7 as they head down into turn number 3. Marty Schmale in the fence again. You take a look at some other camera views. Now Jordan Jung trying to go to the inside here. Late move there from Jung. It's going to be side by side. We got more contact behind. Dylan Zampa. That's Desmond Burnell at 28. We head back up front here in the battle for the lead. Great short track side by side racing. And we'll see if Jung gets clear of Douglas Dubigging. Put Jordan Jung to the lead. More sliding around the pack. You see the 28 in the fence. That's Bart. Oh, and Frank DeAngelis just went around the 69. Nathan McLaughlin, Dylan Zampa, Trent Jones. And the caution is out again. Caution number 2 here on lap number 16. And you see McLaughlin voicing his frustration as he pounds that outside wall in turn number 1. That's going to be the end of his race. See heavy front end damage there on the Mountain Monsters, number 69 of Frank DeAngelis. All right, let's take a look at what happened to bring out the caution. Let's watch this battle here. It was between DeAngelis and McLaughlin. '69 and 9 were having a pissing match, and then it just an accordion effect right after that. One thing happens at Martinsville, it can just transpire right behind. You saw that accordion effect. Multiple trucks or multiple cars with damage after that incident. The car's now on pit road. Big break for the 2 drivers that came in on lap 9. Derek Shaver and Josh Kenyon were able to get that relatively unscathed. We'll have to monitor their progress here that we get later on in this race. See their P6 and P7. Dylan Zampa there with damage. He's on pit road. Marty Schmela has had a rough outing. He's 8. Repairing damage. Yeah, Frank DeAngelis just had nowhere to go. He was in a very bad spot and saw the accordion effect right behind. We saw the 92 put on tires. We'll see what Dylan Zampa can do. Top 5 have not come down pit road here in this race. So they'll have to catch back up here, tail end of the lead lap. It's going to be 31 to go when we go back green. Jordan Jung, Douglas Dubigging, Austin Mitchell, Wyatt Blair, and Chase Ingram will be our top 5 here for this restart. We go green here on lap 20 with 31 to go. Jung and Dubigging. Green flag, we're back underway. Oh, a couple cars missed the corner right there. Derek Shaver in the 30, Wyatt Blair in the 88. I don't know if they just locked it up or just overdrove the corner, but they're going to lose multiple spots here. Jordan Jung continues to lead. A lot of sliding going on right behind. These drivers are just like they're at the edge of grip or at the edge of their patience. Probably a combination of both. Jordan Jung is out front. Top 3, now top 4 single file. There, Josh Kenyon, Frank DeAngelis. Got Desmond Burnell with P8. There's a battle here for P9. That's Riker Byram, that Busch Light Apple car. And number 30 of Derek Shaver. You got Patrick Connell as well in this battle, this number 44 machine. Give the advantage here to the 20 as he just barely edges out ahead there of Derek Shaver. And around he goes off the bumper of Derek Shaver. Let's see if he can get it back going. Yes, he will. He's going to get it back going. But Jordan Jung out front here. Yeah, well, might have to say cold tires. Might have to yell that out, especially if you get a late race restart with anybody that just came down pit road or staying out. I have to yell that at some point. See if we get a nice and spread out here for the final stint. 25 to go here from Martinsville. 13 cars still on the lead lap. Works their way into turn number 3. The lap times last time by. Young just a little bit slower compared to this number 7 of Douglas Newbigging. Oh, we've got a car backwards. That's Frank DeAngelis right in oncoming traffic as he hits the number 64 Brian Post. Admins are going to let this stay green here for now. 64 comes to pit road, but Frank DeAngelis is going to drop all the way back to 11. We're going backwards. Well, not going backwards on track, but getting turned around. Going backwards on track and wrecking somebody's kind of an instant ban here at Rebel Valley Sim Club. Oh, and Jordan Jung. A mistake there from a 2. And give Douglas Newbigging the lead. They worked their way around the 27 of Josh Kenyon. A big mistake there from Jordan Jung. Almost looped that number 2 around and give Doug Newbigging the lead here with 21 to go. Oh, look, now you got Austin Mitchell right there, the number 23. He's been very quiet here in this race. Looking right there in the shadows with 20 to go. Ingram back there in 4th. We got more contact. Oh, look at the tire on the 28 of Desmond Burnell. I have never seen that much damage on a super late model before. And he is right in the middle of the racetrack as well. And there's the caution. That car was torn up. That 28 was just torn up right at the entrance of turn number 1. Going onto the backstretch. Evans had to throw the caution for that car stopped in the middle of the track. So after that cycle, Jordan Jung was able to get the race lead as well. So I was kind of in shock at how much damage that number 28 had. We missed the number 2 of Jordan Jung taking the lead. See, he's coming down pit road now. Guys getting on fresh tires here. Except for one guy, Patrick Connell in the 44. He's going to stay out on track and take over the race lead. All right, let's see what happened here to Desmond Burnell as we see the field now on pit road. Let's watch what happened to the 28. Oh, wow, just got slammed by Josh Kenyon. Like an iRacing glitch right there, but just turned that car on almost into a modified. When that all went down, you saw the 7 of Douglas Newbigging got collecting in it. Got a little bit of damage from that. That's how Jordan Jung was able to get the lead after that. So, unfortunate break there for Douglas Newbigging. We'll see what kind of damage he has. So much carnage here at Martinsville. Look at this number 8 machine. It's number 7 machine, excuse me. Honestly, I don't really see a whole lot of damage on this car. I think he got a lucky break right there. See if he can rebound and bounce back here. But we have 2 cars that stayed out here. Well, 4 cars stayed out. We've got Patrick Connell in the 44. We have Lieben Van Leer in the 60. Derek Shaver in the 30. We've got Frank DeAngelis in the 69. This driver stayed out on track. First car on tires is Jordan Jung there in the 2. He's going to be restarting on the inside of row 3 in that number 2 machine. It's going to be Patrick Connell leading us down to the green. Green flag, we're back underway. And a huge pile up on the restart. Oh my gosh. Do I yell it? Cold tires. Cold tires. I think that's what kind of caused that right there. After race 1 was such a fantastic race, this race number 2 has just turned into a circus show. See the number 2 backing it up onto pit road. That is an unfortunate break there right for Jordan Jung. All right, let's watch this restart with Patrick Connell in the 44. Yeah, he just doesn't go, and there's an accordion right behind. There's Derek Shaver. Wow, look at the 92 of Dylan Zampa going up and over. Go back and watch this one more time. Go to the chase cam. That is an unbelievable wreck right there for the 92 of Dylan Zampa. And so many torn up race cars right there after that restart. And this race is just going to be about who can survive. The big winner from that, Frank DeAngelis in the 69. He has been turned around multiple times here in this race. He got involved in the wreck with Austin Mitchell. He's turned around for, I believe, the 3rd caution of the day. Came out, and he's trying to hold on here as the 2 Mountain Monsters cars are 1-2 here for this restart. I can't believe this 92 is still on track as well. After the ride he just had, I cannot believe the 92 is still on track. He's right there in P9. As most of the field just out of this race. We're down to just 9 cars remaining. 24 that started this race. Here we go. Frank DeAngelis, Douglas Newbigging. We're back underway. More contact on the start there between the 69 and the 7. The Patrick Connell gets into Lieben Van Leer right behind, but it's going to be side by side here. And contact, around goes Newbigging, and DeAngelis around as well. Connell and Shaver get together, and we're under caution again. What is happening here at Martinsville? Oh my gosh, this is just ridiculous what is going on right now. I have no words. Even Van Leer coming down pit road here in the 60. Oh my. Let's go back and watch the replay. So much happening right there at one time. We're going to have another restart here at Martinsville. So now we've got Patrick Connell, who is out front. Now in the fourth caution, we saw he was leading the race. He is on old tires. And he hold on, though, for these last 4 laps. It's going to be 4 to go when we go back green. It's been a long time since we've seen Patrick Connell win here in Rebel Valley Sim Club. Basically been attrition. There's just no other way to put it. We have 7 cars remaining here in this race. We have to keep our eye on Lieben Van Leer in this number 60. He just came down pit road. See what he can do with fresh tires. Back there in P7 here for the restart. But we have 7 cars remaining for what will be a 4-lap dash. It's going to be Connell, Shaver, Wyatt Blair, Austin Mitchell, Dylan Zampa will be our top 5. And we're back underway. More contact. And Frank DeAngelis goes to the lead. Caution is out again. And that's likely going to end Derek Shaver's race. And now we're down to 6 cars. Let's go back and watch that restart. Another check up there, and the 30, yeah, gets hit by Austin Mitchell. Yeah, the 30 looked like he just blinked out right there, and oh, man. Pure carnage here for race number 2. So DeAngelis goes to the point here in this number 69 machine. We just saw him spin out on caution number 5 in that accident involved with Douglas Newbigging. Oh my gosh, now we're even crashing under caution here. The number 64, Brian Post, was just turned by Wyatt Blair. Oh my. I think we're ready to, let's just get ready to head into race number 3, because this has just been a mess. What a mess here for race number 2. Got DeAngelis out front, Lieben Van Leer, who is on the freshest tires. So keep your eye on this number 60. Going to be in second. Patrick Connell is third. Dylan Zampa has had a wild ride here in this race. He's right there in fourth. Austin Mitchell's fifth. Wyatt Blair is sixth. We have now 6 cars remaining on track for our lone attempt at a green-white checker. This will officially be the final 2 laps of the race, no matter what happens. We also have Brian Post, who is logging laps out there, just trying to, I guess, trying to gain some more spots or keep this interesting. That number 64 machine. There's 6 cars remaining. We've got the 69 DeAngelis and the 60 of Lieben Van Leer. They lead us down to the green for our final 2 laps here at Martinsville. And we're underway. After Connell with a poor start, contact with DeAngelis and Van Leer. That's going to send Van Leer up the racetrack. And he's going to go all the way back here to P5, P6. And that's going to be the end of his race. But it's DeAngelis out front with 2 to go. Look for Dylan Zampa in this number 92. Contact with Connell. He's going to go around, but it's 1 to go here at Martinsville. Frank DeAngelis is up by 0.5 of a second here over Dylan Zampa. Wyatt Blair is in P3. 69 is going to get clear. Yes, he will. It's going to be win number 2 in the year 2026 for Frank DeAngelis. He wins here at Martinsville. Congratulations to Frank DeAngelis in this number 69 machine. That is his 2nd win of the year here in Rebel Valley Sim Club. He's going to burn it down here at the start-finish line. Bill Johnson said it best. Well, that was something. That was a circus. There's just no other way to put it. We'll see if we can get Frank DeAngelis here on the horn here in our interviews.
Yeah.
Okay, Frank DeAngelis, this is Ryan Wayne in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, what's up?
Well, there's no other way to put it. This race was an absolute circus. We had 5 cars finish this race out of 24 that entered the field. Pure carnage. I think everybody in the field had damage at some capacity. You were at the, I mean, you spun out multiple times and you were able to work your way up
I got
toward the
right
front.
hooked by an admin intentionally. Nothing was done about it. I just sucked it up, fixed the car, went back out there, and still won.
Well, either way, just talk to us about the race. I mean, let's just get your thoughts on the race, and congratulations on your second win here at Rail Valley Sim Club this year.
Thank you. I'm gonna be surprisingly PG and very professional here. Race was actually fun. Qualifying was fun. You were on fire with these combos recently. The first race, I got the short end of the stick, but I still had fun. This race was fun. Before and after the demo derby, it was fun. I feel like I was rewarded in a good way, well, like karma-wise, for not retaliating. And that last restart where the entire top 7 wrecked, and I just drove by on the top. I feel like that was more of a karma, like a good karma. And then on the restart, he jumped the restart, still messed up I don't know how you jump the restart, try to hook me into the corner, and lose time by doing it. But as soon as I saw that happen, I had a feeling I had that locked up.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were able to battle through a lot of adversity, that's for sure. I do appreciate the compliments here for the combos. I feel like this will be a good race tonight, and just a lot of carnage. Just there's nothing else really to say. It was just a mess here for race number 2, and I definitely want to get that cleaned up for race 3.
I don't think it. I don't. What is it? Legend cars at the mini
It's probably
oval?
not going to be built much better. Let's be honest.
Oh man, I'm gonna give you my word. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. But I have that whole group of 15-year-olds coming after me after the last 2 races. So just keep your eye out on that. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. I think the last time we did this, I had the fastest car, so it should be fun.
Well, congratulations on your win. We'll see what you can do here for race number 3.
Thanks, boss.
All right, that's Frank DeAngelis in the number 69 who was able to get the win here. We also have Chase Ingram here. We'll get time for one more interview, and we'll head over to race number 3. Chase Ingram, it's Ryan Wayne in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, Chase, kind of reiterate what I said earlier. Just the race was just an absolute mess from start to finish. We only had 5 cars finish this race. You were one of the drivers that ended up DNFing in P11. Talk about what happened to knock your chances out of the race.
Well, this race was mostly a cluck, but yeah, Austin Mitchell decides, let me not give space on the restart. So when they checked up, he just ran over them, wrecked them both, and I had nowhere to go. And so I ended up getting tapped on the left front, which somehow in some way knocked the suspension out of it, and so I was done. So it was good for the first half of the race. Up until that point, it was good because I just managed to make my way through the wrecks and all that, and got up to 4th, and then I pitted, and then that's when that happened. So these guys just can't drive, I guess.
We've also got another driver in here we'd like to talk to as well. Thank you for your time, Chase Ingram, for the interview. Hopefully you can get bounced back here for race number 3.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we'll have we got Austin Mitchell in here as well. He requested for an interview, so I'll go ahead and grant that. But Austin Mitchell, this is Ryan Wayne in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Austin, we saw you were in a lot of carnage as well. You ended up P4 here in the race. Talk about how you were able to somewhat survive for the most part, as you were one of the only 5 cars that actually finished this race.
Yeah, no, our rowdy tribute scheme that we're going to be running for a little bit, it was pretty good today. I don't run super late models often, but today as well, today was one of the race days you want to run for, your hero, because I've been suspended for a month, so I haven't got the race, but first race is coming back. It's been good. We went through a lot. We qualified 5th. Like I said, I don't really drive super late models often, so it was something new for me. But the car, we had to we had to put 3 shots in the front wedge for brake and bias. We had to change this thing out a lot. We made our way to 3rd. We had a good long run going. Next, we had that caution that came out because the guy sitting on the track. And so we just all checked up, kept wrecking. I lost my rear bumper. My front was hanging off by a freaking hair. And so, yeah, I don't know. Next, Brian Post got in the rear of me when we went to overtime, and we just had to settle for 4th place. I was just waiting for all of them to wreck. But congrats to Frank though. Me and Frank, good buddies. I got to meet him at Pocono. He's a good guy. So, good one to Frank. We're racing for Kyle Busch now. That's my childhood hero. Like I said. And it's been a month since our last race, but hopefully for this final race we do pretty good here. We're gonna run the rowdy tribute scheme again, but just gonna do everything I can and make the most out of it. But yeah, I'm having a great time, and the car was fine. I don't run it enough, so I don't really have the skill for it. But thank you, Ryan Wayne, for hosting these lobbies. These are pretty fun.
Hey, I definitely appreciate that, Austin, and hopefully you do get a good run here, especially with Brexton Bush starting Legends Racing. We saw him recently run at Charlotte with the Legends. See if you can get it done here for tribute for Kyle Busch.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to be Austin Mitchell. That's going to be our final interview before we move into race number 3. So give me about 5 to 10 minutes to get that set up. We'll be right back for Legends at Charlotte Legends Oval. Alright, looks like timing and scoring is messing up again here, so I'll have to update that, but welcome to race number 3. It's been a real pain for today. Nolan Crane right now. He is currently the fastest here in the session. McDowell now goes to the top of the charts. Right there. Now, Rebel Valley Sim Club is partnered with R2R Sim Stock Series. They are doing a new Smyrna challenge with 4 different car types and models, all at New Smyrna Speedway. Trace McDowell, one of the drivers competing in that series. I think he's running number 51. I might be mistaken, but right now on track, set the fastest time at a 16.739. Kyle Crane right there in P2. Frank DeAngelis P3. That's a cool paint scheme for Frank DeAngelis. That Lightning McQueen font. ETS diecast. Cool scheme right there. Gonna call to Jonathan Hale right now here P4. Desmond Burnell P5. For that Brexton Bush scheme. We got Jordan Jung. There's Josh Kenyon, the number 27. Cameron Face. Talking about the Discord earlier, was very pissed. Was pissed, and rightfully so, after getting taken out by the lap car. Wyatt Blair. There's Marty Schmela in the 8. We got a 30 driver max capacity here. Gallagher there in the 00. Saw him running race number 1. And still chasing. Race McDowell right now here in this practice session. Have Paul Hartwig Jr. here on the racetrack for number 73. Oh, one car just flipping violently back there. I think that was the 00 of Luke Gallagher. Hopefully we can get together after race number 2. Everyone's emotions are in check, but I really have my high hopes up here. There's Luigi Gonzalez as well, that number 9 machine. Let's ride on board here with some of these drivers. Go to Desmond Burnell, who's in that Brexton Bush scheme. Let's ride on board here with Burnell. We'll reveal the next set of races for Rebel Valley Sim Club after the conclusion here of our final race of the night here on the Speed Demon Racing Network. It'll be scheduled for the next 4 weeks. That'll be at the conclusion here of this Legends race at the Charlotte Legends Oval. Paul Hartwig Jr. in the 73. P2 here in practice. Josh Kenyon P3. And now he goes to the top of the charts. 16.708. And beginning here, that's number 17. No, lot of drivers were looking forward to this race. I talked to Josh Kenyon before the start of the broadcast. He was really excited with the schedule. You know, he's trying to get his first win here in Rail Valley Sim Club in this calendar year. His last win came from Gen 6 at Talladega. That's going to be the end of practice, and we're going to move straight into qualifying. And it's only a 5-minute qualifying session here. Watch the Blues Hog Chevrolet. That is Nolan Crane, who's currently on track. Cameron Face right now in the purple along with Matt Hurt. A couple guys setting really fast times right now in their sectors. Crane goes to the top. You see Crash right there with Face. Trace McDowell, 17.04. And it looks like timing scoring is messing up again here. McDowell at the top of the charts here. Watch the 73 of Paul Hartwig Jr. He was the fastest in practice. He goes to the top, 16.82. What a lap right there for Hartwig. So Paul Hartwig Jr. to the top of the charts. I don't know if anybody's going to top that time. But Keyshawn Clater as well. Saw him run back in the Super Nitro Racing Series last week with South Boston Trucks, so he's no stranger to these short track races. 17.12, so that'll put him up to P4. Frank D'Angelo's is going to be 12th. Derek Shaver, who's in the number 5 this time. He's normally in the number 30, but he's in the number 5 here. He's going to be P14. Scott Milliken, P22. A couple cars just sitting idle right now on pit road. 22 drivers have posted a time. Jordan Jung taking the actual oval, 1.5 mile oval. I think this race is going to be all about consistency and surviving. I think that's the main way to describe it. Emotions for sure ran high after race number 2. What was just a circus show of a race number 2. It gets toned down here for race 3. So the drivers were not going to have a repeat of what happened with race 2. Watch Blake Dorney here on track. Late entry here into the session. Also running a Brexton Bush scheme. He goes to P6. Great lap there for Blake Dorney here. He's going to be starting on the outside of row number 3. How about Desmond Burnell as well? And that number, also another Brexton Bush scheme. He goes to P6. Going to pass Dorney, so great lap there for Burnell. Not racing race number 1, but has run in these last 2. Good lap there for Burnell. It's going to be P6. Jay McKinney, P15. Michael Good also there. He's not going to post a lap, so we're going to have 25 drivers on track. Aaron May is in the session. He's just going to be our admin here tonight. That's going to be the end of qualifying here. It's going to be Paul Hartwig Jr. on the pole in this number 73 machine. Great lap there from him. His debut race here with Rebel Valley Sim Club. All right, as the field starts to grid up here for race number 3, our final race tonight here on the Speed Demon Racing Network for Rebel Valley Sim Club, let's take a look at our starting lineup. Paul Hartwig Jr. is on the pole, and alongside him, we have Trace McDowell, our race 1 winner. In row 2, we have Kyle Crane and Keyshawn Claytor. Row number 3, Matt Hurt in the 57 and Desmond Burnell in the Brexton Bush scheme. You have another Brexton Bush scheme, the 18 of Blake Dorney, the number 5 of Wyatt Blair. Jonathan Hale and Josh Kenyon round out our top 10. Now we move over to P6, or row 6, with Marty Schmela and Austin Mitchell in the Rowdy Forever tribute scheme. Cameron Face and Frank D'Angels will be in row number 7. Interesting row to watch. And you've got Jamie McKinney and Derek Shaver will be in row number 8. Row 9, you got Jordan Jung and Drew Warren. Row 10, Owen Ben and Chase Ingram. You got Luke Gallagher and Brian Post, 21st and 22nd. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez and Scott Milliken. Michael Good round out our 25-car field here for race number 3. Head back to the front of this field. Let's give a kind of race analysis of kind of what to expect here. One of the smallest tracks on the iRacing surface, kind of 3/10 of a mile. Kind of the beginner track for the drivers trying to work their way up through the ranks of racing. Guys cut their teeth here with these Legend cars at the Charlotte Legends Oval. It'll be entertaining, that's for sure. Got a fantastic race number 1, some green flag racing, good door-to-door action. Race number 2 was just an exact opposite of that, just turned into an absolute mess. Be honestly maybe one of the worst races in Rebel Valley Sim Club history in recent memory. Hopefully these drivers can clean that up here. Move into our final race of the night. Not exactly sure what the 5 of Wyatt Blair was doing. Looks like he got a little bit of a head start and brought back in line, back to his original starting position, but drivers trying to warm up their tires best as they can. As these small Legends cars work their way around this mini oval. 50 laps should go by quick if we stay green, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's going to be Hartwig and McDowell leading us down to the green. We have 25 cars here for our final race tonight at race number 3. Glad you can join us on the Speed Demon Racing Network, and we're underway here at the mini oval. Look at the carnage here. That's Kyle Crane of the 88, Trace McDowell. It is just pure chaos right there in turn 1. And side by side for the lead, that's Blake Dorney in the number 18 and the number 57. That is Matt Hurt on the outside. And lap number 1 to Dorney in the 18 as he has contact from Marty Schmela. It is just bumper cars right now here on this first couple of laps. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. James McKinney's around along with the 57 of Hurt. He's right in the middle of the racetrack. So much action right now. Cameron Face now trying to go to the lead in this number 80. More contact. We might be 3 wide here. At the entrance of pit road, that's Marty Schmela here to the inside of Hartwig. How about Jordan Jung in the 6? Going to get into this mix. But Marty Schmela leads this lap. Side by side now with Face and Hartwig. MC Motorsports 1-2, or is Jordan Jung going to have an answer here on the 6? Look at this run from Paul Hartwig in the 73. Let's ride on board here with the 73 machine. Gives a little bump here to Marty Schmela. He's going to send it right down to the bottom, put Hartwig back in the lead. We see any retaliation here out of the number 8 of Marty Schmela, but next time by, it's going to be 45 to go. Paul Hartwig out front of this number 73 car. Nice driving here from Jordan Jung. He's up 13 spots, and Schmela's around the 8th. He's going to lose valuable track position in that number 8 machine. It's going to be 43 to go next time by. I know we saw a little bit with Oxford Flames. Lap traffic will play a huge factor here. They're catching up here to the number 22. That is Owen Ben. Contact Hartwig just gave a door slam right there. I think that was Jonathan Hale in the 15. And Hale gets into the 73 of Hartwig and sends him around. Caution flag is out on the racetrack. And that's probably going to be a removal from the session there for Jonathan Hale. An intent wreck on the leader, just completely uncalled for. Oh my gosh. Under caution here for the first time on lap number 10. We'll have to keep our eye on this here. We definitely have some beef here between the 15 and the 73. I don't think this is over with. Oh, man. And now Hartwig, this is just getting way out of hand now. Another car crashing there. That is Kyle Crane there, the 88. There's just so much going on right now. It's all what happened there, so we're not going to go to a replay. Looks like lights here on the pace car. Going to be doubling up here for this restart. So it's Jordan Jung and Keyshawn Clater out front here for the restart. Starter has the green flag in hand, and we're back underway. Jordan Jung out front, 3 wide here for P5. More carnage in the back. That's Scott Milliken around to the 1. Jonathan Hale, that's Matt Hurt in the 57. The number 6 of Jordan Jung out front right now in this 4th car. A lot of drivers have really worked their way up through the field here. Multiple drivers in this top 10 have gained double-digit spots here from their original starting position. Jordan Jung is one of them, up 16 spots here from the start of this race. A little bit of a bump right there. That's Jamie McKinney in number 17. He works his way up to P3. A little bit of a nudge there is the 23 of Keyshawn Clater. Jamie McKinney up 12 spots here from the start. The Martinsville winner, Frank DeAngelo, side by side here for P4. Back up front. Boy, that was a diamond and a half right there from the number 6 of Jordan Jung. Trying to hold off his advance with Cameron Pace. Hey, look at the last time by. Pace was the fastest car right there in the top 10. The switchback move there behind. That was the 23 of Keyshawn Clater. And back up front, this is Jordan Jung in the 6. Catch up around, that's the 57 of Matt Hurt. Oh, that was a little bit of a checkup right there. Here comes DeAngelis trying to force his way through up to P2. That's just what the number 6 of Jordan Jung wanted to see as he tries to distance himself away from the rest of this field. DeAngelis goes up to second. Now Keyshawn Clater goes up to third. They work their way around the lap car, 57 of Matt Hurt. Fender benders right now here around this pack, and this is just, look at this gaggle of cars right here, all for position. You got Face, you have Schmela, McKinney, Michael Good, you have Austin Mitchell and Kyle Crane, who has just had a tumultuous start to this race. And Frank DeAngelis is around the number 69. He's going to spin out from second place. Still 28 laps to go. Jordan Jung just trying to hold on right now. He's up by 0.5 of a second over Keyshawn Clater. Back in the battles here on the racetrack. Mostly single file here for now. Back up front, Keyshawn Clater has closed in that gap. Let's ride on board here with Clater. Gap right now at 1/10 of a second. You can tell he is just faster right now compared to this number 6. Might have been some contact right there between Jung and Clater. If these guys continue to battle, you might have to keep your eye here on P3 here with Face, Schmela, and McKinney. These guys getting to battling a whole lot. Got a car up ahead of these two. That's Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez in the 9. It's the final car right now on the lead lap in P15. Smart move right there by... oh, and Jung is going to go around. What a save from Jordan Jung. I thought he was about to loop that car, but he held on to it. What a drive there from Jung. Yeah, those two, look how much they're losing right now. Cameron Face, McKinney, and Schmela are all catching up here to these front two. Next time by, it's 21 to go. Zero right there for John Clater, a 17-2. Face, McKinney, and Kyle Crane has also put down some really good laps in this number 88. As he's to the inside of McKinney. We got a crash here between Austin Mitchell and Michael Good. They did get it back together, but we will stay green. And back up front here with Jung and Clater. And he's starting to lose some more ground here, but it's Jordan Jung who's led the majority of the laps here so far. But 23 laps here in this race, trying to hold on. He has had a masterful defense drive here so far, trying to hold off the advance from this 23 of Keyshawn Clater. They're trying to go down to the bottom and see if he can get into that inside. I think that's the ultimate goal he's trying to get to right now. Jung tried to cut off that entry a little bit, but it's not going to work. Here comes Clater. Keyshawn Clater in this 23, going for the lead. And new leader here at the Charlotte Legends Oval, give it to Keyshawn Clater. Next time by, it'll be 16 laps to go. They work their way. That's the 0-0 of Luke Gallagher's. Good gesture there from Gallagher to get out of the way from this lead pack. Next car they'll catch is this 22 of Owen Ben. He also gets out of the way here from this battle for the lead. Jung trying to mount a charge. It's Keyshawn Clater here with 14 to go. Take a look at the lap times right now. Clater put down some really good laps. 16.77. Fastest car on the racetrack right now. Great pace, what this 23 is setting. Another 16.7. If he continues to put down those laps, I mean, really good spot here to eventually his first win here at Rebel Valley Sim Club. .834 that last time for Clater. Up now by almost 7/10 of a second. A little bit of wall contact though. Don't think that'll affect the wheel damage on this machine. Now this all plays out. You see face right there in the 80. Marty Schmela. Look back here at a battle here for 9th place. This is Austin Mitchell, Michael Good. Derek Shaver right behind them. Oh, a little bit of fender bang right there between Mitchell and Michael Good. Derek Shaver's going to peek a nose here to the inside. Guys continue to fight here. This is for P10 on the racetrack. Work their way around the track. Keyshawn Clater has the lead here with 8 laps to go. Josh Kenyon went off track, looking at timing and scoring. 7 to go here for Clater. Just does not want lap traffic to ruin his chance to win. He's caught up here to the 11th place car. That's Chase Ingram in the 01. Jordan Jung blinking in and out here with 6 to go. Kyle Crane has trying to work his way through the field as he gets into Marty Schmela. The 22 of Owen Ben is around. He's able to get it back together, but it's 5 to go here for the 23 of Keyshawn Clater. Up by 1.2 seconds here over Jordan Jung. Be able to get that lead away from Jordan Jung, and he's out in the distance right now. 3 to go next time by for the driver of the number 23. And you look behind, that is, wow, what is going on here? Oh, wow, that was Frank DeAngelis. What was that all about? Just drove right over the top of Luke Gallagher. Another car stopped in the middle of the track. I think that was Austin Mitchell. We're going to let this play out here with 2 to go. Keyshawn Clater out front by 2 seconds over Jordan Jung. White flag here for Keyshawn Clater. Still have a argument going on between the 00 and the 69. Keyshawn Clater was able to get the lead. He's got 2 cars ahead of him, but coming to the finish line. Give career win number 1 to Keyshawn Clater. Jordan Jung is going to come home second. Marty Schmela will finish third. 4th place is going to go to Kyle Crane and Cameron Face. We'll round out our top 5. Keyshawn Clater gets his first career win here in Rebel Valley Sim Club. He gets it done here at the Charlotte Legends Oval. Great drive there from that number 23 machine. Keyshawn, if you are in the Discord, I would like to get an interview with you. If not, we'll go ahead and likely just wrap up the stream. All right, if we don't have Keyshawn Clater here for an interview, I do not see him on the Discord. And I think that's going to be it. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up here real quick. That'll be our final race here for the night. And we'll go ahead and make an announcement here for the next 4 weeks here for the Rebel Valley Sim Club. All right, so for the first time ever, the Rebel Valley Sim Club will be doing an in-season tournament. That'll start next week. And it'll last all the way for the next 4 weeks. Top 16 drivers in Rebel Valley Sim Club. This will be based off of starts, wins, top 5s, and top 10s. And it'll be 16 drivers in a single elimination tournament. And that'll start next week on Monday, June 29th. We'll release the schedule at a later date for the 4 races. But again, this will be an in-season tournament that will start next Monday, June 29th. Make sure to tune in for that. That'll be for the next 4 weeks. We'll run the in-season tournament and give out a trophy, to winner of the inaugural in-season tournament here for the Rebel Valley Sim Club. So that's going to be the end for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the action here for grassroots short track racing. Be sure to tune in next Monday, June 29th, at the start of the inaugural Rebel Valley in-season tournament. Again, the schedule will be released later on this week with more information regarding that and the bracket for the in-season tournament. So congratulations to Trace McDowell, Frank DeAngelis, and Keyshawn Clater on your victories tonight for grassroots short track racing. If you're interested in joining the series or more information, make sure to like and subscribe to the Speed Demon Racing Network YouTube channel, or join the Discord by scanning the QR code in the top right corner of the screen. But thank you everyone for coming out to tonight's races, and we'll see you back next week at the start of the inaugural Rebel Valley in-season tournament. My name is Ryan Wayne, and I will be signing off. See you later, guys.